amanzi alungile, iithoyilethi nazilunganga azicocekanga.
Iithoyilethi zethu zimdaka kakhulu kwaye asikwazi ukuzisebenzisa. Abantwana besikolo bayazimosha.
Because this water is making it dirty.
Kids are using those toilets knowing that they are not flushable. So the situation got worse.
That is the basic things that you can't do away with it.
I'm the coordinator of Water for Dignity. As a team of 4, we are working. It's me, Mbulelo and Lipile, and it's Liyema Lipile, and it's and Dasa. We are working as field workers, asking those questions about the water issues. Is the water delivered? That tells what are the daily activities people's life and what reliance do they have around water and sanitation.
When I grow up, I was having a dream, always having a dream about I want to be a social worker. Even when I'm talking to my friends and says when I'm finished school, I'm gonna be a social worker and all that stuff. But in the situations I go through, I lost my dream, but I never give up hope.
There were issues also that were linked within the schools. Because if you don't have water in the society, there won't be water in the schools. We noticed that 3 schools were on a poor condition. That is Samuel Siko, that is Fikizolo, that is Nathaniel Nyaluza. If you look at the toilets, the vandalism was taking everything. So most of the toilets, they were locked.
Most especially I was impressed about the girls' toilets. If for a girls' toilet, I suppose that it must be clean. It must not be dirty because a woman, you can imagine yourself.
But there was one that was in critical situation. That was Andro Moyake. From Andro Moyake, we find out that there were no sanitation aces. There was only one working toilet that is shareable to the learners and the teachers.
Because the school has no security at all. Don't have fencing, so the thieves just get at the back of the yard, install the sinks and the bowls of the toilet. Now we're using only one toilet. It was meant for the disabled learners, but because we don't have sanitation, we're using only that toilet. And it usually breaks for several times. It breaks the toilet. We've been waiting and waiting. There are promises and promises and promises since, I'm sure, 2011.
When you go to the Grahamstown East, I think we had about 13 schools vandalized just in 1 year. And the department does not budget for vandalized schools. That is the community that is supposed to make sure that they look after the schools. And the maintenance budget is not enough. For example, the department is not providing, for example, the non-teaching staff, the cleaners, the groundsmen and all that, because the priority of the department is teachers, is to provide teachers.
Another question would be, how much of the budget is set aside to address issues of vandalism, and how much of it is set aside to address issues of preventative, preventative maintenance? So whether it's putting in, adequate fencing for a school, or actually, paying someone, particularly in schools that are high priority or high risk or crime hotspots, which is sad for schools, but in schools that are crime hotspots. So what interventions has a department made, or has a school made, or has a school motivated for at the district to say, have a night watchman, or have a community forum that makes sure that, there's increased vigilance around a particular school.
When I went to Andro, when I was listening to all what's happening there, I was not surprised, I was angry. That's what I had to be honest about it. Because I was thinking, how many children do they have to go to school sitting in this situation? There was that gap and that communication lag between 2 stakeholders. But the main people on the ground who will suffer is the learners. It's like when you say 2 elephants are fighting, the grass will suffer. So we decided to implement and have our focus of the project in Andro.
We need to have an implementation, lobbying the stakeholders that are outside the schools, like the parents, the other stakeholders that are willing to make that school a dignified school. And it's when we ask those questions and ask, what do we need to do? How can we work best to make sure that this situation is changing? Once it changes, who's responsible for the situation?
Okokuqala kunyaka ka-2014 ngoDisemba umama ekuthiwa ngu-Angi Motshega wapublisha ngokusemthethweni legally lento kuthiwa zii-binding norms and standards for schools infrastructure. Okokuqala isikolo funeke sinamanzi, okwesibini funeke sinombane, okwesithathu funeke sine-internet, okwesine ziitoilet ezisebenzayo.
Inyani into yoba iithoyilethi xa zingekalungi impilo nayo iyakhawuleza. Ngumnqweno into yoba iithoyilethi mazenziwe zikwazi ukuvuleleka.
After the focus group, we have talked what we want to do, but we needed resources.
Okay, you can try British. If you're failing at British Cottage, whereby they're selling sand and grain and all that stuff, you can try at other stakeholders. Kaya blocks. Thank you. By going to these stakeholders, writing letters to them, we already emailed the Department of Education. We have a meeting with the Department of Infrastructure with the municipality this morning. We have a meeting also this morning with the CWP, the Community Works Program. Then we can have 7 rafters, 15 per line, 6 steel windows, and 15 times 6 meter asbestos. Then the job is done. One block is working 100%.
On my side, really, I had to be honest. I'm overworking, and I'm overworking other people, not thinking that I'm doing that, because I have my wife who I'm working with. Sometimes I don't even respect the hours of working. I even work when I feel like working, I just work. She will complain, this is not my time to work. I said, but I live on it. Let's do it.
We are starting with one block and this one, and so we're trying to clean the leaks in this toilet and to try and fix them, to wash the walls, and we try to clean the spider webs. I see a lot of people coming to help us, the community, the EWPs, everyone is interested to help us. And even the parents, there was one parent, she was coming and then she was cleaning the toilets, and then she told me, I'm not going to go back to work, I will just come and help you guys to fix the toilets for our children.
I already closed the leak. That was very critical in this corner about the pipes. We closed it, we put a new pressure ring back again, then we put another new pipe. So it's only the water that is being used that is going out.
The kids also have an interest to help us. There, the toilet Mamunzwane is working. There are a lot of children there. They are helping Mamunzwane to clean and to do all that stuff.
I've got my team here. Come on, guys, these ones are working very hard. I trust them. Look at the toilets now. They've changed.
Then I asked them, will you allow anyone to come and vandalize your toilets? And they said no. After we work so hard, no one will come in and vandalize our toilets. And after that, we're going to paint the walls. And after we paint the walls, we want to see how is the condition of the toilets is going to look after we finish with it.
Nowadays, what you find is the people relying on the system. Then when the system doesn't meet what they are expecting, we'll have more protesters and more blaming people, saying that this is not what we're expecting. But what are they doing to build that road to go to the destination?
Let's take our problems and check how can we do it, because we always said municipality, municipality, municipality. But if we can do that by ourselves, I think that
to get the process going, to achieve the common goal of having proper facilities and dignified schools.